Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. I don't know why I said it like that. Pillars of Eternity. Pigs in space. Give me a second, guys. Right. The castle's bell tower rises up over the walls before you. Thick vines have grown over the outer wall, weaving over and between the stones. The vines span nearly the full height of the wall, curling over the parapets. Hey Ryan, welcome in. Let's examine it first rather than straight jumping into it. That seems like a better idea. The overgrown vines look fairly sturdy, though it's unclear whether they would bear a person's weight. Far above, you notice that a section of the parapets has fallen away, presenting a gap in the defences. Alright, fuck it. You get a running start on the bank of the moat and leap. Aiming for some of the thicker vines, your handhold sways, and there is an ominous cracking sound above. But the vines hold. The tower looms above you. Nice. Don't even know why I'm doing this. Just decided to start climbing this thing. A vine is a terrible thing to waste. Better make the most of it then. The climb up the keep wall is long and wearying. Alof, Avatara, Feisterine, and Barry Burton begin to lag behind. I forgot this party had such great names amongst our numbers. Fatigued, but in time, the top of the wall comes within reach and you're able to pull yourself up and over. Oh, because my athletics. Nice. Now, why am I up here? Why am I doing this? I suppose I could change my armor. What's this? Oh, I've got turban as well. Nice. I'll take it, I guess. Okay. Yeah, he's already got something just as good. What about you, Barry Burton? There you go. Not worried about it. Why am I up here fighting these guys? Well, in for a penny, in for a pound.
Rest would be good.
It's too late to turn back now. It was the Farrell thing to do. Uh-oh.
Join arms.
This isn't gonna go well.
I'm waiting.
Dead.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's what I thought. No way we start doing that anyway. I don't think that was anything to do with a quest we were on. I just happened to notice you could climb the wall. Alright, that never happened. That was just a weird nightmare. Let's never climb that thing again, unless we need to. Oh, nice, you can zoom out. I was wondering how to zoom in and out. That's usually a feature in these games. Because it's been so long since I played it though, I can't remember honestly. Let's try and get to Cad Noir. Let's make that the goal. No. I love Barry Burton. I'm glad we brought Barry Burton back. It was unbearable without it. I know. I know. It's not the original Barry Burton, but he bears a striking resemblance.
Lavaru, be on seek! Lavaru, be on seek!
Not that he's using his bear powers for some reason. Go on, bear up, Barry. Do it. Do your bear power. There we go.
Let's go. Let's go.
What are you guys doing? Uh-oh.
Feeling the strength.
Alright, we just about lived for it. He has the right to bear arms. Yeah, that he does. Nice. Oh, we got a level up there. Avatara. I've just got quite a few points actually. There's too many things to pick from here, it's ridiculous. Oh, that's like a healing thing, isn't it? Yeah, well, I'll have that, as I don't have a priest. Could come in useful. It's not as good as the priest's one, but take what I can get. What the fuck? Doesn't like it. Yeah, I was playing old school Baldur's Gate and it is just the same as this. It is exactly the same. Especially if you play the enhanced edition anyway.
That's it.
The only difference is you have much less health, but it's all relative anyway, isn't it? You have a lower health number, I would say. You probably actually have about the same amount of health. When it comes down to it. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely like D&D, isn't it? They must have like licensed D&D for this. So a lot of this stuff is straight out of it. Not the classes or the races. No, the classes are, but the races aren't. The abilities are though, aren't they? Pretty much, I think. Get him. He's a big boy, this guy. I'm worried a little bit. Ah, alright. Whooped him. You like how it isn't turn-based? Yeah, it isn't, is it? It's real-time strategy. So it might feel more like something like Age of Empires or something. Although Pillars of Eternity 2 does have a turn-based option. But yeah, this one plays strictly like Baldur's Gate.
It looks like this place has been abandoned for years.
Oh. Just off the side of the path where Cad Noir stands an imposing... Just off the side of the path into Cad Noir stands an imposing figure, a tall, thick-set armoire, clad in worn armour and peering up at the outer walls of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal, and it works feverishly at taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. More than once he has to reach up to prevent his colourful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upwards. That mouldy brickwork must be fascinating. The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits in a wide and very toothy grin, and he waves his parchment in greeting.
It is. Well, not the wall itself, perhaps. The construction is very traditional. There are names scratched upon some of the bricks. Just there. Workers and masons, I expect. Carving a little immortality for themselves. It's a fine keep, Cad Noir. 2 centuries to its name, and abandoned for nearly as long. But the truly interesting part is in there, and I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Merwald. But it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests.
What do you want from Merwald?
Knowledge. Or, to be less clever about it, a certain text. I've come in search of a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of Rauatai, but we possess only a small fragment of it.
Oh, now I've got to do his voice. A year. I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I found evidence suggesting that the original lies there, beneath the keep. I want to ask Merwald if he knows of it. And you, my friend, why are you here? It's the best I can do. That's none of your concern. Oh, I meant no offence. I only thought we could help one another. I'm sure we could reach the keep without trouble together, or at least with very brief trouble. Love it. I'll keep it going with the voices then. Let's go meet Merwald then.
Excellent.
You've twisted my arm.
I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for. I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I paid them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know.
He kind of sounds like Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! The English dub, anyway. What are a few assassins between friends, eh?
I'm glad you're not discouraged. Come then. Who knows what we will find inside?
I got ditched one of my guys. Oh, Barry Burton, you're out.
Bye.
Sorry. At least we still got Ursa, the actual bear. I suppose the entrance is through here. Thinking about it. Uh-oh. These might be the assassins.
Brave Dalfilar.
Oh no.
I shall
There's a lot of them. Okay, but
Brave Dalfilar.
nice. One-on-one battles. Oh, I say one-on-one. Your 6-on-1 battles are what you want to go. What you want to go for. Oh, just downloaded a handbook for Star Wars TTRPG. Let's go. Let's go. I'll be sold for that.
Brave Dalfilar.
Oh, because that's one of the fantasy settings that I know. It's not even only even says a fantasy setting, but you know what I mean. That's one of those settings I know quite a bit about, at least. Oh fuck. I'm gonna die. In Baldur's Gate, if your character dies, then it's an instant game over. Might be true in this as well. They only said knocked out. Oh fuck. Tons of race options at a glance. Well, that makes sense. Fuck, I'm dead again. Oh, they didn't die, good. Maybe it's only when your health goes to absolute zero. I think in Baldur's Gate they just die. There's no like health and endurance thing. Alright. What's the quick save? Is there a quick save in this? There probably should be. Yeah, well, slow save isn't that bad. Yeah, fine. I I think the race I'm gonna be is human. I wonder how many people play this game and just pick the human race. Anyway. You play a human every day, kind of lame. Yeah. Can you be a Jedi in the Star Wars RPG? That's another thing. I bet everyone wants to be a Jedi. Just like Star Wars Galaxies. Star Wars Galaxies made it really hard to be a Jedi, which was smart. In Star Wars Galaxies, if you wanted to be a Jedi, you were committed to it, and it might take a couple of months of effort on your part to do it. So it felt like actual training to be a Jedi in real life, in some ways. And consequently, when you did see a Jedi, it was fucking exciting in that game, because you're like, oh fucking hell, someone's actually done it. And when you were a Jedi, your character became permanently killable. So when you saw a Jedi, it was wild. it was like seeing a fucking unicorn. You can indeed be a Jedi. Nice. Nice. I'm gonna be a Jedi. Just to get it out of my system, I think. If we ever end up playing this game, that is. I'm taking for granted that we will. I'd be down for it though. No, Ursa. Although if anyone had to go down, I'm glad it was you. Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be fun to do for one shots and as like a longer campaign. That's something I definitely want to do a longer campaign on, I think.
This isn't.
Leave our village.
You can play as a droid too.
Nothing to you.
A droid Jedi. That'd be good. What? What are you talking about?
Do this. This is our village, our home. The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all. Have mercy, soldier. Our warriors have all gone. You can't burn us all because of them!
Okay. Oh, oh.
Brave thou not believe.
Lavaru, be on seek!
Yeah, I can understand wanting to play as a druid, kind of. I'm not sure if it's what I'd want to do, but you know, it's nice to have that there just for RP's sake, I guess. You could be a badass druid, I suppose. But I like to think that you could just be a shitty C3PO minor character that doesn't do anything, but be a bit gay.
You think he'd be mad if we sat in his chair? He doesn't have to know.
A unique sword. Play Tuscan and have a signboard of donkey's hands in there. That'd be fun. That's actually, you said it as a joke, but that's actually not half bad of an idea. Oh. No.
Don't let him behind you. Damn, missed.
You're not getting through me.
This is a slaughter.
Hell night, let him take me down!
Bring donkey noise. He says thank you. Fuck, I'm getting slaughtered. Might not be strong enough to do this yet. But there's always other places to go and other things to do. Still, we can give it one more go.
Clearly of Adir and Mink. They like their archways. Brave thou Philothili.
Let's go.
Curses! Our work's cut out!
It's not good.
Stand. Still.
Fuck. Eat it. Alright. Just two more guys. You can do it.
For some shit
You can do it.
huh?
We got this.
Damn, missed.
Curses!
Oh no.
These ones are in for a walloping!
Oh, that was a good shot. Yo. We survived. As you come to the end of the great hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from a grand throne wrought out of marble, its masterful artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. As you approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air. Oh yeah, thanks for the dub.
Another watcher in Cadnua,
Dibs.
glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
Who's that speaking?
I'm sorry if I startled you. I'm afraid my manners have been slipping. I haven't had much opportunity for introductions lately. In any case, I assume you're here looking for Maywald.
Still didn't actually tell me who you were, but okay.
He was a great man. He
So
came here
dips.
one day, young,
Thank you.
with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it. But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we've made. In most places, it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me.
Any idea where I can find him?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
Bye.
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Whatever. Oh, up the stairs. I wish we could rest. Camping's not allowed here anyway. Oh, oh.
There's my little soldier. Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
She turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent. And no complaints. You've got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. Oh, wait, that wasn't a very good... That wasn't a very good reading of her line there. And no complaints. You gotta eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. Perfect. There we go. Just like we agreed, right? She watches you out of the corner of her eye. What are you babbling on about, you old harridan?
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak. And
Great second take. Yeah, I'm glad I got a second take on that
You're too young
one.
to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
Oh, this is getting a bit deep here. You never told me what happened to my father.
Before you were born, the Glanfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
I see.
That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
Thank you, Mommy. Bye-bye, Mommy. No, at least we're fighting corporeal creatures here. Ah, there's loads of them. Little ones first.
Most inconvenient.
Don't let him behind you.
Ah, he doesn't have second one, that's a shame. I'll have to remember that when he levels up, see if we can get that for him. Uh-oh.
Rest up, big guy. We've got your back.
This is fucking rough.
The odds aren't in our favor. Bring them down! I could go for some shut-eye about now.
Yeah, I bet. Still, at least we survived it. Oh, we're getting low on health though. Could maybe take on this one. Oh no, there's loads. Oh no.
Brave thou feel blood.
That does...
Kill them all! No!
Nice little choke point there.
New orders, Lieutenant. Ready your squad.
A spectral man arrayed in armor and an officer's cloak studies a single sheet of paper. You can see straight through it to the ducal and Ede insignias on his breastplate. He seems to read over the page several times before looking up at you. When he does, his expression is unreadable.
There's been a change of plans. Take your squad and march south all the way to the bow in the river. Bring a wagon team and a dozen barrels of pitch.
His voice falters and he shakes his head. The hand holding the paper drops to his side. Tell me about Order 66.
The instructions come from Admet Hadred himself, which means they might as well have come from the Duke. We're to burn those hut dwellers out. Set fire to the Deerwood so they've nowhere to retreat. Cut them down when they come out. Or let them blaze if they won't.
A ghostly sigh forms a mist in front of his lips.
It'll make this even shorter than the Broken Stone War, all right. And we can only hope it'll discourage future conflicts. I know this is personal for you. It is for many of us. But understand, we're doing this to end this war, not to continue the last one. Remember that we're flushing out the enemy, not burning villages for sport. Barrett will have his work cut out for him tonight.
Ooh, this seems like it's getting deep. I may want to rest and recuperate. I don't think these enemies will respawn, so I think I can probably just go back to an inn, heal up a bit. So that seems like the smart thing to do at this point. Because Farrell especially has taken a bit of a pummeling. Long rest time. Yeah. Maybe even sell some of our shit that we've picked up. Right. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a path leading out from there. I will say it's really nice to be able to move the characters with the analog stick, given that this is the console version of the game and I don't have to... I think on PC you'd have to just like point and click to move them around all the time, so it's nice to have direct control. I could go back to Gilded Vale, but I want to explore this place a bit. See if I can get through here without any problems. Oh, for fuck's sake.
A blade in the dark.
It seems the Deerwood sees its share of floodwaters. We'll have to go around.
Alright, that wasn't too bad. Not more. Hello. Okay. So I have to go all the way around there to the other side. I see. Alright, well I will go to Gilded Vale then. What was that Star Wars TTRG RPG called, by the way?
I could go for some shut-eye about now.
Oh, no problem, no problem. It's not urgent. Just wondering.
Gods keep you.
Whoa. Star Wars 5th edition. Nice. I read that as Sith edition. For a second. Oh, I want to be a Sith. Oh, I want to be a Sith. I don't want to be a Jedi. I want to be a Sith. That's what I want to be. I want to have unlimited power.
Hello.
Might be worth keeping that. You totally can. You can even be a Sith pure blood. I don't know what that means, but I'm down for it. Sounds even more evil. Whoa. It's worth a shitload of gold. It's almost like I should keep that. I should wear those. Well, that's worthless. What's that? Meat. I'll keep that. Actually, these don't offer protection, do they? They're just items of clothing. Something that useful. I'll never use that. Alright. You start using this, mate. No, it's not. It's not really a thing, is it? We didn't have any two-handers.
Hail and well met.
It's a shitload of money, though. Oh,
Hello.
should probably buy some stuff off her. You must have a tent. What would that go under? Camping supplies. Lockpicks. I've got some. Alright. Should be sorted for a while now. Yeah, we should do a based Empire playthrough. Dark Side Empire Imperial playthrough. That's probably actually a really popular playthrough, I imagine. You down for whatever? That's fine. Feel free to add input as well. Everyone's designs are valid. Let's check out these barracks actually. Okay, not much happening up here. At least not yet. We need to do a recruitment drive and get some more players in, don't we? That's what we ought to do as well, because it'd be more fun with more people, as long as they're good people anyway. That'd be ideal, I think. Maybe a few more, yeah. You know, 1 or 2, maybe. It's either that or me and you are gonna have to start doing double duty with characters. Starting playing two characters per game. That'd be mental, wouldn't it? Still, I reckon I could pull that off somehow. It'd be an interesting experiment anyway.
We'll take those farmers by surprise. I'll see it done. Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Where there's a pick, there's a way. Where there's a pick, there's a way. Totally doable. Yeah, it feels doable.
Di and Heather scouted the village last night. They're rounding up the rest of the party now.
What party?
Don't worry. Everyone remembers the raid was your idea. The Rio had to go along with it after you'd gotten the rest of the clan riled up. No one wants it said that the Nine Claws were too cowardly to stand with the rest of the tribe when the owners desecrated our ruins.
The Rio. The ragged stripes of paint on his face twist as he laughs. You may not like them, but they're still our elders for now. A dead grey tooth peers from between his lips. That was clever, drawing the support of the community first. By the time you approached the Rio, they had no choice but to support us. There's no doubt you'll join their ranks one day, so long as no farmer's pitchfork fells you tonight. He laughs.
The tribes need more leaders like you. Women who value deeds over words.
He reaches toward your cheek, but stops midway, his splayed fingers quivering as a tremor of doubt runs through him.
You were right. We were too soft when the foreigners first came, and now they humiliate us. We'll be soft no more, and the invaders will learn to leave us alone once and for all.
Brave Dalfilat.
Lavaru, be on seek!
Oh no. Farrell. Get your second wind in. Yes. Nice. Oh no, Farrell, it's not going well for you. The bold but reckless leader. What? Farrell's down.
Got him.
Let's have it out! Lavaru, be on seek!
But he allowed the rest of the party to get the dub. Did his duty. Ooh, overseeing. Don't know what that means. Oh. You can have the sail off. Giant spiders are scarier than any of us. Oh. Yeah. I suppose that's fair. Well, I'll take it.
That's it!
Ha! Got it!
These ones are in for a walloping!
Ah, that's what it is. Got it.
Let's cut up for us now!
Just realised I've been playing in slow mode for ages.
Damn it!
Is there a fast mode as well? Yo, Trash, welcome in. Ah, fuck. Come on, guys, you got this. Gotta take better care of Alof. What about fucking Farrell? You'll know who your favourite is, I guess. Uh-oh. No, Farrell hasn't even recovered.
Curses!
I'll get him then.
Lost another!
Guy being stubborn. As they all get in their pile-on.
That's not very helpful.
This isn't going as I hoped.
Curses!
Oh no.
Watch out! These are...
Come on, guys. You got this.
That's...
It's just one lousy spider. Oh no, it's a stone beetle. Well, that explains everything. It was significantly tankier. Fuck. Never ends. Oh no, there's loads of them.
Get up, you! Fight!
Alright, we're managing. Can I camp down here, I wonder? I can. Well, that's nice.
Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Where there's a pick, whoosh, there's a way.
It's finished.
I'm not going to do that every time. Alright. Go, open the door. Uh-oh. Probably shouldn't have opened that door. Do it. Well, use it. About time. Takes her forever to use her ability. Avatar, or more like Avatardy. Still, she got there in the end. Ooh, what is that? 245 coins, and just Adra. Don't mind if I do. That was just in a random little barrel. I don't know why the camera isn't following my party anymore though. Oh, right, there we go. There we go. Oh, what's all this then?
No. Keep away from us. Leave us!
Maybe we should come back later?
Who's there with that? Are you Merwald? He looks up over his head, over his hand, the muscles around his eyes twitching, and begins whispering to himself in sharp hisses, as though having an argument. All at once he stops shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward slightly, and he looks you dead in the eye, like a cornered animal about to pounce. His voice turns suddenly raspy.
Mayor Wald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no callers. Be gone, deceiving spirit!
You better start making some sense right now, or you'll get worse than any spirit could give.
Mayor Wald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to. To speak to Mayor Wald? Mayor Wald, whose touch is poison.
This guy's fucking lost it.
Mayor Wald, who knows not his effect.
I was told I am a watcher, and that you could tell me more about it. I'll show us his voice. And about a tablet of some worth. After that, once you two are finished, of course. Something like that, I don't know.
Window
Already forgotten.
ether, where spirits dwell. Hear and reach into it. Speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, in empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I? What the gods wanted of me, thought I. The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged.
Based.
It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
Little I knew.
You seem to have lost your mind.
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear.
Don't say bear in front of my bear. Alof's eyes narrow as he looks at the old man. How could a simple awakening have driven you to this? You mean you remember your past lives?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times. Memory. Personality. Identity. Any might resurface. Or all.
And I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Meowald has lost control. Meowald's body no more.
The spirits I passed, what are they?
Spirits and not spirits. Always whispering to Meowald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Meowald awakened, they could not make them leave. Gave them more form, not less.
The spirits are memories from previous lives.
Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Meowald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know?
Why do these past lives still trouble you?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder, soldier and marauder and Meowald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher. War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
War of Tree, of course. The Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. This was in the early period of Aedirn colonization. Fighting between the Deerwood colonists and the native Glenfarthans, you see. But that was a long time ago. I think that's quite far. We've gone quite far away from what he sounds like now, but fuck it, that's what he sounds like when I'm voicing him.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the Nine Claws. Claws of Nine. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The
Canon.
for their love.
I met one of your memory spirits. There was talk of raiding a village. Meowald's voice becomes raspy, and he is somewhere else in place and time, speaking to someone unseen.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this Hattie a bitch an heir that belongs in Air Glodfath.
Jesus. Go on.
The boy. The baby boy. The boy. Conceived in the raid. Conceived by force. Vessel for Marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
A baby conceived by the raider? What do you mean it was a vessel for him?
For the soul. Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire.
Then that was his mother I met in the keep. She told him his father was killed by the raiders.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the Nine Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
Oh shit. Fuck. I could never do this voice anyway. Let's just get it over with. What, so he came back in his next life to burn his own clan? No wonder he's such a mess now. That'll stain you right down to your soul. Mayorwald's shoulders slump. He rocks back and forth, agitated. He mutters to himself, oblivious to your presence.
Soldier and marauder, lies and vengeance, and dead villages. All dead.
Nailed it. That's good. Glad.
What for?
I don't know.
How little we know.
How do you tell a spirit from a memory?
Fragmented our memories. Stuck in time. Mindless, cruel, never far.
I've seen apparitions like those elsewhere since I became a watcher.
Oh, no. You too. You too.
All at once, in spite of his abject misery, his expression changes to one of utmost sympathy. Poor man, poor man.
They will take you too.
Alof's eyes dart between you and Maywald. What exactly does he mean? Surely something can be done. You're saying I'll end up like you.
So fragile the Watcher's mind. So real his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
If I'm awakened to a past life, how would that have happened?
You were reminded of it. Strong memories, lingering lives. They dwell near the surface, waiting to be remembered, waiting to take your mind for their own. Mayorwald sat at his hearth and watched his fire, watched the wood burn. Then came the memory of another fire and burning wood and screams.
There must be some way to make these memories go away.
No. Always there. Always remembered. Can't forget. Can't unsee.
I didn't just remember. Someone caused this. They wore masks and spoke of books and keys and a queen. There was a man there. He seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead. Books of burden. Queens that were. Known to me are they. The Leaden Key.
The Leaden Key. It seems we share an enemy, Farrell. Assassins and Watcher Wakers both. They certainly keep busy. What can you tell me about this Leaden Key?
Secrets and deceptions and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of Watchers, hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
Who is this queen they pray to?
Woodica, goddess, crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice, but whose?
If the Leaden Key caused my awakening, could they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawakened? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
Do you know where I might find the Leaden Key?
City of Defiance. Never far from the Queen.
I need to go so I can search for this man from the Leaden Key.
Sleep well. Sleep well. Hold! I knew your will die. Your actions were seen. would sooner betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me.
I don't have time for this. I will beat you senseless, old man.
Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Galloway's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it. Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
Oh. He's got friends with him. Oh fuck. Uh-oh. Come on, guys. Tough it out.
Let's go.
Yes. There we go. There's a change in the air of the keep. What was thick and suffocating feels to you somehow more breathable, as though yielding to a conquering invader. Maewald's body lies inert. You can feel his soul lingering there, uncertain. There is something unique about his soul in this place, a bond formed in decades of inhabitants and lordship that feels somehow palpable to you, as though even in death, the keep knows its former master, and the former master remembers his keep. In your mind's eye, the bond seems to you as a frayed rope, ghostly and alive, its frayed ends writhing like tide pool anemones. And you find that if you concentrate on it, you have the ability to manipulate its strands. Oh yeah, siphon the knowledge. You turn both ends of the rope towards you, bringing them into contact with your essence, and as you do, fibers turn to copper, and through them an energy is conducted into your being. You are travelling downward now, beneath the place you stand, seeing places dank and cobwebbed and malignant, like some untended garden overgrown with flora and overrun with vermin. Below everything, at the very bottom, you glimpse for an instant some being you can't quite make out, presiding over it, all with brilliant and terrifying power. One image remains in your perception, a circular room with a stone table that resembles the sun, in an area guarded by suits of armour that move of their own volition. It is deep, not far from the very bottom. There is a door in that room, invisible to all the most fastidious of eyes, and beyond it, something shimmering, something powerful. As the image fades, you find yourself in Cad Noir once more. Maewald's soul is nowhere to be seen. Hey, loot. Maewald's Grimoire. Wizards like grimoires, do they? You can have this and then off. What's all this stuff?
Where there's a pick, there's a way.
Where there's a pick.
I'll see what I can do. I'll have it. I'll have it in no time. I'll see it done.
None of us have got adequate lockpicking skills. Sometimes you gotta pick your battles. Vicious companion. Let's go with that. Sounds good.
Why not? There, done.
Nice.
Why not? There, done.
Sweet.
You cannot wit that older set? I don't want to discuss it.
Well, I suppose we can go back up now. Turn this quest in, mayhaps. Oh. You got something to say to me? Welp? Is that a thing? Ah, wait.
Poor Mayorwald. He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself. A cruel fate.
No, that's what he sounds like.
He was weak. I won't end up the same way.
That's the spirit. We'll have a look at that church you talked about. I look forward to finding out just what the Leaden Key's involvement in all this is.
Me too.
Aye, you're right. No sense listening to that old bampot. Damned Virago, not now!
Bampot.
I felt Mayorwald's passing. You slew him.
The old fool was barking mad. I did him a favor, a mercy.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness.
See, I started to see it my way already.
This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and
Based
much to do
Pharaoh.
with the land it's built on.
Very
It
based.
looks to you as Mayorwald's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day, will you stay?
I've always wanted my own keep, even if it is a little cursed.
You feel the same emanation of warmth and energy in the air.
Then it is yours, my lord. I cannot begin to tell you how glad. That is how good it is to know that it keeps in capable hands once again. I suppose I should mention first that if you mean to travel to Defiance Bay for supplies, there has been A complication of a kind. The Eastern Barbican collapsed decades ago, and Meowald never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is a dead end. He got as far as gathering materials before he became preoccupied. I could make arrangements to have it repaired, if it is your will. When it ceased to be the previous master's will, I became powerless to do anything about it. For what am I but the master's instrument? It would take time, but far less than finding another route to Defiance Bay. Sexy voice. Thank you.
What does being the master of Cat Noir entail?
Why, there are many responsibilities involved in maintaining a keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you. Of course, part of the reason I am here is to ensure that things run smoothly in your absence, provided we have been given instruction. If you instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct next, I will make the necessary arrangements. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Given somewhere to place them, we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies or ingredients. Repairing the keep will raise your prestige, and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep's security in turn, these will become less of a concern. You should know, however, that the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame, and you must contend with threats to the keep. And then there are some other things. You will have to satisfy the steward, won't you? You naughty boy.
Time to find this queen in the city of Defiance. I think I'm getting sick of your shit.
You must know, this queen you're looking for, Defiance Bay has no queen. The Mequins of Adir haven't reigned here since the war. The only queen with any power there is Woodica. I am told they erected an exquisite temple in her honor there, but I was never able to see it. If you mean to go there, we can get started right away on repairing the Barbican. You need only tell me what you wish to do, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Meowald kept a ledger, as it happens, and I've taken the liberty of updating it. You could take a look if you wish.
Let me see what repairs I can make.
Then we'll get it underway at once.
The steward's voice belies a Gideon's excitement.
No, my lord, that this is but the first and least of a great many undertakings. The keep supported a great many buildings and servants for many years. If you should wish it, we can repair some of the outlying structures, and even these will bring you wealth and recognition, drawing people to your service. Rebuilding the defences will keep your grounds from becoming overrun, as they did under Meowald's keeping. You need not choose all at once. I am pledged to your aid, and so long as you are master here, we shall always be linked. You need not step upon these grounds to speak with me. Wherever your travels may take you, you can make your will known to me, if you but reach out. Oh, but first, of course, the Barbican.
Right. Ah. Right. Alright, well, that's me out of money.
I confess, I was hoping our meeting with Meowald would go a little differently. But then, you have gained an entire keep. I don't think I've seen anyone inherit land that quickly since Kyne the Younger read her father's will.
I haven't seen anyone inherit a position this quickly since Jacques.
I did come to the Deerwood looking for a new home.
Yeah, see, the ship floats yet. This might be good news in the end. Whatever else happens, you've an entire castle to explore, and answers yet to come in Defiance Bay. If Maywald spoke true.
It will give you a base from which to go searching at least. And then, there are secrets beneath the keep yet. With you at the helm, it should be easier to explore the endless paths.
Very true, we like that there. Oh yeah, that was a great bit of fortune. That's why I like playing TTRPGs, because you just never know what's going to happen. There's always that element of unpredictability, which is just a magic that you can't have in video games. So even though I've always been a video gamer, I would say that I am slowly growing to become a much bigger tabletop appreciator, to be fair.
Bit to slick your breeches, scholar lad.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I said nothing.
Oh, everyone wants to chat now. Alof seems lost in thought. He flinches when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
You've been acting strange.
Crumbling castle, abandoned memories, and an old man who can no longer tell them from reality. I'd say we've seen some rather strange things. And if Maywald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
He was a monster in his past lives. He got what he deserved.
Yet, how can you be so certain your soul does not harbor its own dark mysteries?
That's enough from you.
As you wish. Forgive my intrusion.
Let's move on.
Fucking the insolence. Can't believe it. Alright, I'm pissed off now, Ida. You better make this good.
I don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
You said you had some things you wanted to ask him.
Nah, it's kind of embarrassing now. I just got a dumb idea in my head is all. Don't know why I thought it'd work. That's funny. That's probably the first thing I got my hopes up for in, I don't know, years. At least I got that out of it.
There's no need to be embarrassed. There's no judgment here.
All right. Guess fair is fair, and you did bring me to see him.
Fair as Farrell.
Those rumors back in Gilded Vale about my brother, Woden. About how he turned against us and fought for Widewind. Been on my mind for some time now. The thing about Woden was, he always knew what was right, and that's what he'd do. One day he set out to fight for Deerwood against a man claiming to be our god. So I knew that's what I had to do too. It was right. And hearing claims that he died fighting for Rayed Saris, that got me worried. Not that he'd chosen the wrong side, but that I had. Didn't seem right what Widewind had in store, but if he really was Aethys, I thought maybe this old Watcher would know how my brother died, so I could see if it was true. Like he could, I don't know, read it in my soul or something. Use our connection. Told you it was dumb.
You're right. You should be embarrassed. Ha ha ha. I do judge. Ha ha ha.
Of course, I knew the truth deep down. Watcher's not psychic. I think I just had this idea, and the idea made me feel a certain way, and I didn't want to lose that.
Really, if I wanted to find out about my brother, I shouldn't be starting with Watchers. I should be starting with records.
Took you 15 years to figure that out. Jesus Christ, man.
Cracks a smile. Never occurred to me to go looking into it. Not till he put some crazy notions about watches in my head. Got him. Yeah, got him. Owned him. Edith thinks for a moment. His lips twisted to one side. He raises his eyebrows. If there was anything written down about it, they'd have it in Defiance Bay. They've got an archive at the palace.
You've done a lot for me already, but if you could see fit to pay that archive a visit with me, well, you know. Knowing my luck, the records clerk will go crazy and try to kill me. I'd feel better with you in there with me.
Yeah, okay. Looks like we've got shit to do now. I can actually leave through the Barbican now, I think, because I built it. Can I? Is that this box? Yay. Alright. Wonder if we'll run into any trouble later. Seems pretty peaceful. Looking at so far.
Hush, Itumak. We'll just wait a little longer.
Excuse me. A dwarven woman dressed in skins and hides leans against the road marker. Her face is turned down, her eyes darkened by a thick stripe of face paint. She's sharpening a bow and arrowhead with a scrimshaw-handled knife. Her attention, however, is focused on a bare figurine between her feet. Really? Between her feet? Wow. Some people go mad for that. A large white-furred fox standing at her heels looks up at your approach.
Easy, Itumak. It's not him.
You seem lost. She lifts her head and looks at you. I know exactly where I am. I forgot her voice already. What accent did she have? She was American, wasn't she? I know exactly where I am. It's my friend who's lost. Who are you waiting for?
Short version? I'm looking for a very, very old friend. I'm not sure what skin he's wearing now, but I'll know him when I see him.
Standing around here is probably not the most productive thing you could do, but it is the most lazy, so props there, I suppose. Perhaps not, but running around all over the Deerwood hasn't done much good so far. The fox next to her yawns. Your friend's supposed to meet you here.
That's what I heard. Of course, the man who told me so was carrying a staff he claimed was made from dragon bone, but I know Whitewood when I see it. That should have been my first clue, but I had to try something.
Hold up. What does this stranger have to do with your friend?
The long version. Here we go. I'm from an island to the far south called Nasitok. I came here looking for a village elder, a man we knew as Persok. I'm a hunter back home, so tracking someone wouldn't normally be a problem. But Persok's trail is cold, to say the least.
Why can't you find him? There can't be that many of your people in the Deerwood. He died when I was still a young girl. Forgot to mention that part, did I? I'm looking for his latest reincarnation, which could be anyone. How long have you been looking for Persok? Her painted brows lower, and her compact muscular frame sags for just an instant. 5 years. So you've been searching 5 years for a stranger you barely remember?
Who could be anyone now?
That about sums it up.
Sounds like a waste of time.
Feels like it some days. Especially when I can't get so much as a flicker out of that thing.
How does that statuette figure into it?
She dusts the figurine on her trousers and raises it in her small, flat palm. It's carved in the shape of a bear, smooth and round. The polished adder is worn to a dull mat along its arched back and ovoid haunches. A soft glow emanates from within.
Cute, isn't it? It belonged to Persok. Before he returned to the wheel, he left a splinter of his soul in it. Something to help us find him later.
As she holds it out to you, you feel wisps of sensation. Not quite memories, but traces of someone.
When I left Nasitok, it was completely dark inside. But as I've gotten closer to Persok, it's glowed steadily brighter. Since I've reached the Deerwood, however, it's gotten hard to read. Some days it flickers and goes dark. Others it shines nice and bright. For a few hours. But most of the time it looks just like this.
I could take an expert look at it. I'm... Just hand it over. 1 second.
I've heard that one before. Whole reason I'm standing here is because some so-called watcher from Forkvale told me he could take a look. For a few Golden Dukes, of course. I was on my way out of the Balmarsh when I heard talk of a traveling mystic who could supposedly see souls. I knew it was a long shot, but what did I have to lose? I went to see this fellow and gave him the Audra figurine. He made a big show of moaning and rolling his eyes, and after I'd given him 5 Golden Dukes to lift the shroud, he told me to seek the crossroads in the field between the Wolf's Lair and the twining trees.
Go on.
He thought he was being vague, but I know the area well enough to recognize that he meant this place, right between Defiance Bay and Twin Elms. I had a bad taste in my mouth, but my coin was spent and I'd already left an arrow in his knapsack as a friendly warning. Told him I'd come back and leave him with another if it turned out he was giving me the runaround. I've been here a week now. Guess he had the last laugh after all.
May I see your figurine?
Why?
Please.
Fine. But if you try to run, just remember that my arrows are faster.
She hands you the figurine, her chapped knuckles grazing your hand. She watches you examine it, wary but curious. You raise the Adra bear, turning it in the light. As your eyes catch a tiny glinting scratch, the scenery around you melts away. You're standing on a cliff overlooking the water, seeing through eyes that aren't your own. You catch the musk of beasts amidst the fresh scent of vegetation, and your heart beats a little faster. You'll have to watch your step up here. You look down just long enough to see the sharp, pale cliffs drop into the water hundreds of feet below you.
I see a vision of cliffs high above the water. Does that sound familiar at all?
Your question is greeted with shrugs and silence.
I've got it. He's standing on a cliff.
What are you talking about? What just happened?
I'm a real watcher.
She blinks at you a few times, calculating. If you'd seen the way he stares at dead things, you'd know he's serious.
You realize I've got no coin to give you, even if I did believe you.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
Is what he said in my head, canon. Breaks it in two. I should have broke it in two, yeah. If that had been an option, I definitely would have taken that option in a heartbeat. You better believe it.
That's not very helpful.
Well, that's not where I wanted to go. Ooh.
Defiance Bay. The city at the heart of the Deerwoods Revolution now seems on the brink of another. Refugees line the streets, homeless and hungry, displaced by White One's legacy, hoping for relief within the city walls, and finding none. Dissidents congregate to protest and to heckle, calling for an end to animancy and the ouster of their duke. The city's militiamen cast fearful looks as they patrol the streets, their hands trembling at the hilts of their weapons. The capital of a country that had not long ago incinerated a god now appears to be a spark away from sharing the deity's fate.
Defiance Bay. I miss Adir already.
What's going on here? Seems to be some sort of kerfuffle.
Hail, traveler.
Rowan's arms are crossed and his mouth is set in a grim frown as he watches the gathered protesters. He looks ready for a fight. He sizes you up. New in town, eh? You picked an interesting time to visit Defiance Bay. All these refugees fleeing the frontier and finding the legacy's no better here. It's the Animancers. Mogren scorch 'em. And they nest in this city like rats, you mark my words. Though, us dozens are gonna put a stop to it. Tell me about the dozens. He taps his chest. We're an organization of interested citizens who want to free Defiance Bay from the dangerous influence of Animancers and the tyranny of the aristocrats who support them. We also consider ourselves a militia of sorts, seeing as the Crucible Knights are little more than a flock of preening nobles in training these days. Just like the militia, the dozens, except for the training, and the discipline, and the code of honor. His eyes gleam. And we're always looking to expand. The more people see things our way, the better for the state of the country. You have any interest in hearing more? Stop by Admeth's Den sometime. The Expedition Hall. A lot of free thinkers in there. Can set straight all the nonsense the nobles and the Animancers want you to believe. Might even be some paid work there for motivated types. What are you doing out here? He gestures at the crowd, which buzzes with angry chatter. Trying to get folk to see reason. We're in the midst of a crisis, and instead of purging the nefarious forces from our city, the Duke is granting Animancer's dangerous liberties. What do you know about Animancy? It's the study and manipulation of essence, which any sane person will tell you is the purview of the gods. The Adirans at least had the sense to outlaw it, which is the only thing you can say about them. It's not like magic chining, or the soul readings those ciphers do. It's been around since ancient Engwifan times, which is why you'll see Animancers tinkering with old Engwifan artifacts. Kana raises a fist to cough discreetly into it. Half-truths all, but he's an enthusiastic performer, I'll give him that. He shakes his head. Trouble is, the Animancers got no idea what half those artifacts actually do. Laughing at this accent, I'm good. Not that they'll admit it. Our empathetic friend is correct about one thing at least. I'd like to know more about Defiance Bay. This is the capital of the Free Palatinate of the Deerwood. We started out as the capital of an Adiran colony, but we booted the flaccid scepter from these lands 150 years ago. These days we're a major port receiving trade and visitors from all over the world. But we, some of us anyway, strive to hold on to the pioneering spirit that earned us our freedom a century and a half ago. The city is divided into 5 districts: Copper Lane, First Fires, Andre's Gift, Brackenberry, and Heritage Hill. He ticks each off on a calloused finger. Tell me about Copper Lane. This here is Copper Lane. He taps a scuffed boot on the cobblestones. It's primarily a market district, but you also got the Expedition Hall directly north of here, where you can join treks into the wilds. That's also where my fellow dozen martyrs and I tend to meet up with our concerned citizens. He points to a long domed building west and north of your position. And that's the Hall of Revealed Mysteries. Eerie place if you ask me, but they've got the biggest library in the Deerwood. Kana laughs. Eerie indeed. Might be less so if more kith stepped inside. Perhaps we ought to visit Farrell and see just what mysteries are revealed. Tell me more about Brackenberry. A noise of disgust rattles in his throat. The nobility that didn't sail back to Eir stayed there. Most of the families there trace their lineage back to old imperial times. Other than a lot of has-been nobility, you've got Hadrick House, where Lady Webb and her spies operate, and Brackenberry Sanitarium, the main cesspit of animancy in the city. He spits on the cobblestones. Tell me about First Fires. That's where this revolution started, hence the name. These days it's overrun with politicians and panderers, but we'll take it back someday. That's where you'll find the Ducal Palace, the Valiant Embassy, the Crucible Keep. He shakes his head. The Crucible Knights were the original freedom fighters in Defiance Bay, but now they're just strutting peacocks with their eyes on fancy titles and their heads up their asses. There's an old temple of Woodica there too. We keep it real nice for her. He winks. Ooh. Tell me about Andre's Gift. The voices are all getting crossed. Got the name because it was wetland that was drained back in the Imperial days. Now it's a seedy district populated by sailors, common folk, and more than a few thugs. But it's a great place too if you know where to look. He winks and elbows you. Look for a place called the Solly Mast when you're there. Other than that, it's mostly warehouses and abandoned homes. Tell me about Heritage Hill. He shivers. Used to be one of the most prestigious districts in the city. Heroes of the Revolution claim plots up there, next to an ancient Engwifan tower and the city cemetery. Had the best views in Defiance Bay. Attracts richer types these days. Lot of animancy patrons, he spits. He spits. He glances at the crowd and lowers his voice. You wouldn't have heard, but something happened over there a couple of months ago. The authorities sealed it off, and they're keeping their mouths shut. But mark my words, animancy's to blame. Never mind. Let's talk about something else. Bye. That guy's a very complicated individual, but I feel like we've got a better lay of the land now. Oh, go to the Goose and Fox. What was his name? Irishti Tungsten. Good name.
Welcome.
The man behind the bar is nearly the size of an Aomawa. A handle protrudes from his back and his face is set in a stoic frown. Gives you a small nod. Here for a drink? There's a tiny pewter cup in front of him. He turns it in one broad hand but doesn't drink from it. Could I get a room? I'll show you what I got. Alright. The common room costs money here. The cheek. An attack was imminent, but your patrol stayed off the enemy. That's good. I forgot we had to defend the base sometimes. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it here for now. I've been going for a couple of hours, I think. Hope you've all enjoyed it. I've been enjoying it so far. It's been nice to get back into this game. Take it easy, take care. Enjoy the rest of your days, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. And enjoy the rest of your days as well. Even though it's slightly more morbid. Alright. Great game. Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's really cool. Alright, see you all in a bit. Bye-bye.